Hey everyone, finish watching the next Jungle Fury episode, Fear and Phantoms. Jellica revives some of the Phantom Beast generals, Snapper, Weiger, and Scorch. She orders them to destroy Dai-Shi, but they destroy her instead. Okay, I guess that's it for her, bye-bye. The generals introduce their minions, there's a whole bunch of them. The generals say they want to make Dai-Shi their king. Dai-Shi doesn't believe them, he says they've tried to destroy him for years. What? Haven't these guys been dead for a bunch of years? As far as they're aware, isn't Dai-Shi still their leader? If anything, I'd expect them to react like Grisaka, shocked that Dai-Shi is in a human body. Jellica also threw out some crazy nonsense, claiming Dai-Shi had hunted her down to destroy her.
And how do you repay me? By hunting me down, determined to destroy me.
What show has this been happening in? Because it wasn't Jungle Fury. The generals go on to explain that they separated from Dai-Shi in the ancient war with the Pai Shui, but now they agree that they should have stayed with him. Okay. This was never hinted at before. The way it was described, the Pai Shui and Dai-Shi disagreed on who would rule the world, humans or animals. The Pai Shui were on the human side, Dai-Shi was on the animal side. There was never any indication that there were additional groups that splintered off from either. Back to the thing. Dai-Shi orders them to kidnap the 3 Pai Shui masters. While all this is going on, Lily is teaching Master Fant's niece Gabi how to dance. Kinda feels minuscule in scope to the other story happening. Scorch kidnaps Master Swoop. Theo finds his fan behind, burned. Back to Lily teaching Gabi to dance. It's not a bad story, but this late in the show, I really don't care. The stakes should be ramping up, wins and losses on both sides, and this just gets in the way. Theo tells the others about Swoop. RJ went to check on Finn, Lily goes to check on Fant. RJ is with his father. He's called away by the Rangers. As he leaves, he doesn't notice Weiger approaching. The Rangers confront Sonamax, one of the Phantom Beast warriors. Lily makes it to Fant just as Snapper attacks. Even working together, they're not strong enough to hold him off, and Snapper teleports away with Fant. Lily joins her team against Sonamax with their Megazords. Snapper appears and unleashes Crimson Power. Okay, so what's that do?
Crimson Power!
The next person who uses a made-up word has to put $1 in the made-up word jar.
Meanwhile, Gabi is at a dance thing, and she's disappointed Lily isn't there. Yeah, thanks. Gotta make sure Jungle Fury doesn't get, good or anything. The bad guys escape, and Lily goes to see Gabi. She got second place, and it was all thanks to Lily's advice to believe in herself. Elsewhere, the Rin-Shi chain up the Pai Shui masters in a dungeon. They place crystal eyes in front of each of them. The Phantom Beast generals do something to the eyes that draws out their animal spirits. The Rangers suddenly come face to face with 3 mysterious new Rangers. Green, black, blue. Elephant, bat, and shark. This episode is really close to being one of the best episodes of the season, but that pointless dancing bee story really drags it down. I honestly have no idea why it's here. It doesn't help Lily in some way, she doesn't develop as a result of it. It's seemingly just here to waste time and take away from the real story. Maybe it's trying to be like a Mighty Morphin plot. There are several plots from way back then similar to this. Zack had a karate student disappointed Zack couldn't make it to an exhibition. Kimberly had a friend involved in a dance competition, and Kat taught ballet in Zio. The difference is that those instances served to develop the Rangers, and those plots were treated as important. Here, Gabi's whole thing is just an intrusion. There's a vain attempt at relevance by establishing she's related to Fant, but it doesn't affect her role. Moving on from that, we're introduced to the Phantom Beast generals and their warriors. There's a lot, so I'll just talk about the ones that are relevant to the episode. The main 3 generals are Snapper, Weiger, and Scorch. None of them, nor their warriors, are that interesting at the moment. They all seem pretty generically evil. Snapper was voiced by Richard Simpson. He's done many other voices for Power Rangers throughout the Disney and Neo Saban eras. Most notably, he voiced Keeper in Dino Charge and Galvanax in Ninja Steel. Sonamax was voiced by John Collin. Only one other voice credit in Power Rangers, but he's been in a lot of New Zealand productions. He's best known as Owen in the Hobbit trilogy. Gabi was played by Vicky Rodwick something. She had steady acting roles since the late 90s, but appears to have retired after her appearance on Power Rangers to go into dancing and modeling. The Pai Shui Masters are back. It's cool to see them again, especially Finn. We never did see where he lived. Swoop is still hanging out in his field, and Fant is a bit more cheery than in his previous appearance. This is the first appearance of the Spirit Rangers, and they're all pretty cool. Apparently, they only exist because the writers or producers or whoever talked Bandai into designing new Ranger toys instead of more motorcycles. This is also possibly why there's no Battleizer this season, though Casey does get special armor and a motorcycle with the Strike Rider Cruise. Seems like that's, enough armor and motorcycles to tide Bandai over. Because they were designed specifically for Jungle Fury, that makes them only the second time a Ranger, or in this case 3, were exclusive to Power Rangers and not from Sentai. There's been plenty of original characters over the years, not directly based on a Sentai counterpart, including Rangers, but they were usually made from recycled parts of other suits or were a joke. The only exception is Lord Zedd's Dark Rangers, but all they did was stand around though, and they never accomplished anything. Definitely one of the better episodes this season, aside from its bizarre B story. So that's it for this one, hope you enjoyed it. So yeah.
I have been loyal to you for centuries. We have this man.